New Year's Day and going back again to the garage for another vinyl dig. And also going to help them dig out because we had a foot of snow here in the valley. And lots of snow up there in the mountains. 3 to 4 feet up top there where the clouds are covering all of those mountains. I'll see you at the garage. All right, almost there. Anticipating a good dig today. I hope. Yeah, so down here in Reno in the valley, northern Nevada, they don't plow much. Up at Lake Tahoe, they plow all the time. So there's a lot of ruts and all that. They're getting better, I think. What, they didn't plow?
No, they didn't. You know, I mean, there was some ice, 1.5 inches on the Karen, 1.5 inches thick. It was just ridiculous. But whatever.
Yeah.
They still on that dreadful storm?
Yeah. Yeah. And I just had my little 4-banger, so I, you know. Oh, whatever. I'm not trying to restrict running.
That's the sound of shoveling behind you. I offered to help do the driveway and the sidewalk, but no going. And I did plenty of shoveling today anyway. Oh, look at this stick, Dale. Stiller and Mira, very funny. Pesh Mode. Bunk Johnson. The Wicked Picket. Got that. Got that. Louis Armstrong, where it all started.
But he came in twice. They uncovered a bunch of CDs that they brought a few days before that I didn't notice. So I just thought to put out.
Huh.
But I still got 2 boxes of records that I haven't put out yet. So if you're going to go,
Oh, really?
I'll bring them out.
Oh, twist my arm.
Okay. Well, like I said,
So I did pretty good on this one. 23 records, averaged a little bit over $5 a record. And I'll get started in just a minute. So New Year's Eve day, I worked and we closed early, got off at 2 o'clock, and I went to Salvation Army. And I did pretty good. I'll be showing you that next Monday. But for now, New Year's Day, just yesterday, you know, went to Bill's, like you saw on the drive over there and digging. I didn't think I was going to go. I was going to take the week off, but Bill and I talked, and he says, hey, are you coming over? And, you know, I want to go over and dig for some records. So check this out, 23 records. First of all, Living Color, Vivid. Now, this is one I left behind before, and this is from 1988, and this is produced by Mick Jagger. And, you know, Vernon Reid is just so amazing on guitar for this album. Very pleased to have this. Definitely And next up, Sheila E. And this one has a Love Bazaar on it. I mean, just really, really amazing. Her father's Pete Escovedo. These guys are from, her dad and her from Oakland, California. And their uncle is Coke Escovedo. These guys are just fantastic musicians. You know, Pete's a percussionist, started Azteca, the 12-piece band. I scored that record not long ago at Bill's. So Sheila E., Love Bazaar, there they are. And her and I are exactly the same age. Like she's like a few months older than me. And next up, this is a 12-inch single, and I do like those quite a bit. This is a 3-cut maxi single, Echo and the Bunnymen. And this has The Killing Moon on it. And this is cut at 45 RPM. I'll show you there. And The Killing Moon. And I just have a few Echo and the Bunnymen records. You know, I had to get another Ventures. This is Runnin' Strong from 1966. Very, very, very happy to have another Ventures record. And you know, these aren't worth all that much, but look, I mean, this one's in the shrink, and you gotta love that hype, right? 69 cents. So on Sunset for the Ventures. And next, I didn't have this comp of Deep Purple, so I wanted to get it. You know, for me, one of the best bands in the land ever. And, I just finally acquired Fireball. And, this has Black Knight, Speed King, Fireball, Strange Kind of Woman, Child in Time, Woman from Tokyo, Highway Star, Space Truckin', Burn, Stormbringer, Demon's Eye, and Smoke on the Water. Yes. There they are. And another great record that I got was Donny Hathaway from Live at the Troubadour. This is on Echo, and I believe this show, this live record was from around 1972 or so. So the great Donny Hathaway. Now, another Depeche Mode. This is from 1984, and these guys were formed in 1980 in Essex, in England. I really like Depeche Mode, and I listen to them when the mood strikes me, but I really enjoy their music a great deal. Here are the songs on this particular Depeche Mode record. And next, this record has eluded me for, forever. Nothing Fancy, Skynyrd, from 1975. Really cool to have this. And there's the boys in the band telling you how they feel. Oh yeah. And the very next year I saw them, I saw them a month before the plane crash in Las Vegas. And this is cool. This is from 1970. This is Curtis Mayfield, Sam and Fred, The Best Impressions. This is a comp, and it's not worth that much, but look, it's in the shrink. And Keep on Pushing is on here. Gypsy Woman, love having this. Love my soul records, R&B, really cool. I think some of you are gonna like this one. This is Kiss Unmasked. Yeah, from 1980. So now I just add another Kiss record to my Kiss vinyl album collection. Yeah, look at this. There's the songs on this and the great cartoony cover. And also this is on, I got to show you this label. Check that out. Nice, huh? And then this was cool. Now I have a copy of this. This is Speaking in Tongues, Talking Heads, but this is a German press. And as it says, this is the DMM mastering. And I'm going to show you the wax on this because this is really interesting with that German press and DMM. And this is, this is worth a little bit. And next up, I've been seeing Joni Mitchell albums over there, the Geffen releases. This one's from 1988. And Peter Gabriel is on this album, Willie Nelson, Don Henley, Billy Idol, and Tom Petty. And this is Chalk Mark in a Rainstorm. And I don't mind compiling more Joni albums. Now, 3 times I've missed this record. Here it is, David Bowie Low. I finally brought it home. And I just love this album. I mean, I love Bowie. And I've been bringing a lot of David Bowie home from Bill's house. And just as what's so nice is this is on those older, this is the US Press, older floppy RCAs that I love so much, and they sound really, really good. And this one, this wax is just really clean. Then, I didn't have This Was on vinyl. This is from 1968. You have Mick Abrams on this one. And that's what makes it so good. I love this album. Glad to have it on vinyl. I have it on the Steve Wilson remasters. And there's Tull. And, you know, they were playing at the Marquee Club with the Stones and, you know, the Cream and stuff. And that's about when they recorded this album in 1968. And then this is kind of cool. Now look at this cover. I usually don't go for this, you know, kind of beat covers. I really don't. But let me show you here. So here we have Heroes from 1977. You know, you have Robert Fripp on lead guitar. You've got Beauty and the Beast, Joe the Lion, Heroes, Sons of the Silent Age, Blackout, V2, Schneider, Sense of Doubt, Moss Garden, and The Secret Life of Arabia. But really, what's really fantastic about this is how mint this vinyl is. So Low and Heroes for David Bowie and Jerry Rafferty, Owl. And this one was released after City to City. And I'd never had this, so this is, you know, just something nice. I like Jerry Rafferty's solo records. Yeah, really nice. And I love UB40. I just do. I'm a reggae fan, and, you know, living in the Caribbean, I listen to it a lot. And this is the Live in Moscow. This is in the Shrink. And I just wanted to bring this home. And look at this nice height there. So you have Rat in Me Kitchen, sing our own song, Don't Break My Heart, I Got You Babe, Johnny Too Bad, All I Want to Do, Cherry Oh Baby, Don't Blame Me, Tell It Like It Is, Please Don't Make Me Cry. Love this. Now here's a band, I really like the singles from this band. This is Charlie. This is No Second Chance. Yes. And Johnny Hold Back is a really great single. Very proggy, pop, prog. And I like this record. It's, you know, it's not worth a whole lot. I mean, you know, I don't know, $15, $20, something like that. But I just like these singles. And Terry Thomas was the main guy in Charlie. And this is the second album for Charlie, and this is on Janus Records. There's that Janus label. And next up, this is cool. On Enterprise Records, the Isaac Hayes Movement, right? And this says, I just don't know what to do with myself. Something, I stand accused, one big unhappy family. There he is. There's the man, the maestro, the producer, the everything. Isaac Hayes on Enterprise. And I knew I had a copy of this at home, but everybody knows this is nowhere, and that's Neil Young. And I don't mind getting a second copy of this. This one's very, very clean. This is a second press at least, second or third. But these sound good. The one I've had in my collection forever is a second pressing, and it sounds fantastic. Cowgirl in the Sand, Down by the river, running dry, round and round. Everybody knows This Is Nowhere, and Cinnamon Girl, my favorite. Now we're going to get into some records. I have Perfect Stranger, guys, and this should be from 1984, and this is when the boys got back together. You know, Roger Glover, Ian Gillan, all of them, John Lord, fantastic. Cool to have this on vinyl. There's the band. Ian Pace, Richie, the guitar god Blackmore, and this is pretty cool to have. And yes, it is from 1984, and just simply on the Black Mercury. Now you're gonna like this one. This one's hard to find. Black Sabbath Live Evil from 1983 with Ronnie James Dio. And you've got a Geezer, that would be Geezer Butler. We've got Tony Iommi on guitar. You have Neon Knights, Children of the Sea, Voodoo, Black Sabbath, War Pigs, Iron Man, The Mob Rules, Heaven and Hell, Paranoid, Children of the Grave, and Fluff. Check that out. Nice. And you know, they probably remastered this, or I don't know, but I've got it on an original. It's just so nice to have. Very, very cool. And one last Bowie. This is Let's Dance. This is the one where he invited Stevie Ray Vaughan onto the record, and everybody found out about Stevie Ray right after that, pretty much. The ones that didn't know about him, that is. And that's from 1983. And what's interesting about this Bowie record is that David only sang on this. All his previous albums before, he played guitar, other instruments, primarily guitar. But on this one, on Let's Dance, he just sang. He focused on those great Bowie vocals. Now, this is just fun. I only have one other Al Green on vinyl, and this is Al Green, Explores Your Mind. This should be from 1974, and Sha La La is on this, and this is just squeaky clean on High Records. Very, very, very happy to have this one. And you know, Ann Peebles is a recording artist on High Records too. And she's the one that I wouldn't mind getting some of her records. But this simply on High Records. Now this album, I couldn't believe this. This is Elise Weinberg, and this is called Elise from 1968. Neil Young plays guitar on this. Yeah, Neil plays guitar. She's Canadian. She hung out with, Ian Tyson, Joni Mitchell, Neil Young, Gordon Lightfoot, when they used to play the clubs in Toronto and such. And she came to LA. Neil's her friend. Neil's on this album. Great album. It's worth a little bit of money. It's pretty rare. But the thing is, this was in the shrink, and it had a big tear. So I tore it off, so it's a perfect cover. And here are the songs here. I really recommend this. This is Folk Psych. This is on, you'll see right here. I wasn't really familiar with this label. I think a couple of different comedians are on this label, but this is nice. Elise, this is her debut album when she came to LA. One last one. Now I have this album, but I just couldn't leave. Yes, Rumors, there. And I got to say again, when this album came out, a lot of us were pretty disappointed because I just loved Bob Welsh, Danny Kerwin, Christine McVie, the earlier albums, the Wilderness Years, which I think is a funny name for some of my favorite era of the Mac, and of course Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac. But this grew on me, and you couldn't escape it because it was everywhere on the radio. It was just everywhere. But at least Christine McVie still wrote those great songs, and her songwriting was about the same as on the previous albums like Mystery to Me, Penguin, Future Games, Bare Trees, and such. So nice to have another copy of Rumors, and this should be the first press of this. This is the Palm Tree, Warner Brothers. It should be. Hey, so thanks so much, and I'll see you next Monday for my 100% genuine thrift store finds. Thank you. So what are you guys doing?
We're just hanging out in the snow. Yeah.
Yeah? Did it snow a lot?
Yeah. Like 4 a.m. and we're snowball fighting.
Oh, yeah?
Awesome.